Well, this is the last place on the creek that we haven't been to. This is Bacon's Bridge Road. This used to be 2 lanes. It's been a long time since I've been over here. I had a sister that lived up there, but they moved a long time ago. So, here we are. We can go in either direction once we get down here to the path, and it'll be the last 2 sections of the trail that we haven't been on. Ruby's chomping at the bits, so I'm gonna quit filming and we're gonna walk. She's already pulling me this way and that way. I want to get off the road here, or off, and BrandyHill. Get down on the path, then I can turn her loose. Okay, there's Trevor up there. We just walked down here. Up that way is the YMCA section of the creek. And down that way is towards where we've been going the last few days. And since I think we'll go this way first, because that way just looks open. At least this way we start out going under a bridge. Creek is big and wide here. It's a little earlier in the day than we've been coming out, but they keep saying it's going to rain. Or a little bit of rain. That looks like a big old turtle laying right on the bottom. It is kind of gloomy and overcast today. Oh, that's a good sized fish right there. It's like a bass. Hard to see him. There he goes right there. Looks like a bass. About 10, 12 inches long. That's a good sized fish. And that is a big old turtle. This water's a little deeper. Well, there's 2 of them. There's a bigger one. There's the little bitty ones. They're just kind of tootling around in there. Okay. We're gonna walk and I'm gonna quit filming. I don't know much about fish. Whenever I see stuff like that, makes me think that fish are building nests in there. A whole bunch of them. And there are a lot of fish up on this end of the thing. Really good sized ones. I have to ask my friend who knows about fish what that is. The water here is not moving much at all, and it's quite wide and quite deep. Oh, deep, 3 or 4 feet. It's a much bigger creek than what we've had down on the other end where we've been walking. There's a lot more green space out here on this end too. There's where we came from, the bridge. A A lot more green space down here. Okay, there's more turtles. I've seen a half dozen turtles already. There's some more. Those concentric circles side by side. I don't believe that's a natural phenomenon. I think that's created by fishes. Okay, we're back to walking. Hey, Mr. Duck, can I take your picture? He's a pretty duck. What are you doing down here by yourself? We go down upstream a mile or so. There was a duck convention a couple days back. This is curious. I think this path goes up to the edge of Bacon Bridge Road. There goes the bicycle. As I can see the road up there, but somebody took the sign. Other thing I noticed, so I thought the stream would be going from there down to there. It's actually running this way, as you can see. So I have my directions backwards. That must go that way, must go back around to where I'm gonna have to look on the map. I'm totally turned around over here on this side. The creek is definitely going that way. I never heard of a creek changing directions in the midstream, so I've just got everything ass backwards. A lot shallower here. Water's moving a lot faster. That's the way we came. Here comes another bicyclist. I have to pay attention to them. Come on, Ruby. This section comes right up to these people's backyards. I don't know what Ruby's. She's been hanging out on that side of the grass. Must be just dog crap. There's piles of it here people haven't picked up. Come on, Ruby. I don't know why they got their air conditioning going. Hey, this street comes right down here. Those are like quadruplexes, like 4 apartments in each building. There's a whole street on there. To find out what street this is, I could actually come down here and park right there. Man, she's acting strange this morning. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, we're gonna walk some more. Okay, not sure where that path goes off to. I have to look and see if I can see it on Google Earth. That's where we came from. You can barely hear the traffic on Bacon's Bridge now. We've come a fair piece. There's no markings on the pavement for mileage. I don't know how far down this goes. The one place where there might have been a sign, looked like somebody had knocked it down a long time ago. This one's being very strange this morning. It's like she catches the scent of something in the grass and she'll stop and stare right at the woods like she sees something, but I don't see anything in there. So the only thing I can think of is maybe deer have been out here. She's catching a whiff of them. You can see how she's just kind of. There's lots of places in here where deer could get through over into the woods, and the woods appear to be fairly dry in there. One guy told me there's like a 16-acre chunk of woods down here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it's at. Okay, we're gonna walk some more. Okay, this one's actually a road, not a path. It goes back up in there. I finally figured out why I got turned around. The creek goes from way back over there, comes up and comes around. Actually almost makes a U-turn and comes back up this way and comes down that way. Now we got two bicycles, one coming from each direction. So I was turned around. The creek only does run one direction. The only thing is, this way, if you go this way, we'll end up at the YMCA end of the trail. And so far I haven't seen any signs that tell us how far it is. Well, now she stops. She was nose to the ground. It's quite comfortable out here temperature wise. It's a little on the muggy side. I like the deeper part of the creek. And I can see more stuff swimming around in it. And so far, this is just one big long straight stretch. Well, where we're at the way up around the bend. Probably another quarter mile past that. Still no sign of the YMCA stuff. And I remember last time we walked on that end of the trail, we came down to the Newington branch off. Doesn't look that far on Google Earth, but I suspect this chunk of trail is probably 2-3 miles in length one way. So I think I'm gonna turn the camera off, just walk, see if we can't cover some ground. Well, I don't know how far down we've come. I thought this was a sign that would tell us where we're at. There's nothing to indicate mileage, so I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired. And we still have to go all the way back. I know the YMCA is down that way. We're going to go down to that little patch of signs down there. That sign goes off up into one of them housing areas, but it's not the Newington place. And Newington was as far down from the Y as we've come. Really is a pain in the neck walking this morning with Ruby. Now walk and wait, walk and wait, walk and wait. Okay, let's go up there to see where that is. Then we're going to turn around and go back. Okay, so that's the trail that goes to the BrandyHill subdivision. Right up there. is where the YMCA is at. So I think we covered a little more than a mile. We got a long ways. I remember we came down here. I remember seeing this exercise, and it looks different when you're going backwards. Okay, so all we have to do now is walk however far back that was. I kept thinking, man, we should be getting close to the end of this. So we walked from there down, well, we've actually walked past this, because that little jog in the path kept looking familiar. I ran into a couple people and was talking to them. Found out exactly. There is a woefully inadequate level of signage down on this end. You walk, and you don't know where you're at. The creek is quite shallow, but it's still going that way towards the Ashley River. So I was turned around because of the big loop in the trail. And you can see she just stops. Something catches her eye. There's a crow. Not really been a whole lot to see in the way of wildlife today. And I don't particularly, other than the one deep spot up by the bridge, this part of the trail is just straight and boring for me. Ruby has found untold numbers of things that run off into the woods that she wants to stop and go look at, to the point of I end up stopping and waiting. Okay, I'm not going to film anymore. I don't even know how long this little video segment is going to be. Yeah, the creek went from big, wide, and deep to just a little trickle running down through here. Although after a rain, I'm sure it gets plenty deep. Okay. I forget what today is. Sunday. We had a good time yesterday at the spring bash. No Ruby. Well, we have a long hike back, so I'm going to turn this off and just start walking. Well, this is probably the longest, straightest stretch. The curve starts there, and we probably went half that, no, 3/4 that distance up around that bend. Other than being wide open, it's kind of a one foot in front of the other kind of walk. That's the longest distance I think we've covered on the trail. Of course, maybe going the other way from Bacon's Bridge back down to the other spot will be even longer. It is more humid. Hey, the clouds are breaking up. The sun's coming out. I was beginning to think we were going to get some rain this morning. Nothing in the creek except trash. There's been plenty of that. And a gate there. I don't know what a gate's supposed to do. It's not going to stop any wildlife. That's what she's been doing. Nose to the ground, nothing there. And I just have to stop and wait, otherwise I have to drag her by the leash. Okay, camera back in my pocket. We've come from down yonder to down here. Dumb bicycles riding with their head down. on this side of the path. I had to step off in the grass. They didn't even see me. Somebody else didn't pick up their dog food. Go on, Ruby, don't stop and smell that. I'll back up around the bend up there. This will be where the bridge is at. This has been a pretty good hike, with her stopping every 30 feet to smell something. My steps have been shorter, and I spend more time standing. I think just the way the water's hitting it, I caught my eye, the ripples. I thought that big rock was a turtle, and it would be a pretty good sized turtle, but it's not. It's a rock. Just shallow there where it's rippling. Okay, this looks like a mobile home park over here. I find all these things on Google Earth, try and figure out how far I've gone. Okay, camera's back in the pocket. We're gonna walk.